companies are springing up all around the globe, offering exciting, delicious plant-based replacements for animal-based foods. With global sales of alternative meats predicted to reach $140 billion by 2029, the future of food has arrived, and it is vegan. Continue watching to find out more.
If you hear Ahatahuru, it means how are you in Tahitian, a language widely spoken in Tahiti. I'm Onaku. The people of Tahiti are honored to embrace the long tradition of respect for our mountains and oceans, our plants and the animals, under the watchful gaze of the divine cosmos.
Viewers of Supreme Master Television are well aware of the existential crisis facing humanity. And that the simplest and most expedient solution is the complete adoption of the vegan diet. We cannot just talk about it or wait for the future to arrive. We must create it now. There are industry and activist heroes among us doing just that, going above and beyond for the good of all beings in this world. This series is dedicated to everyone making a difference as we showcase their brave and noble efforts.
Greetings, enthusiastic viewers, and welcome to our show entitled Vegan World Series, the phenomenal global growth of plant-based food alternatives, part 1 of 2. With these shows, we are excited to highlight some of the most up-to-date information, innovative ideas, and sizzling sales trends of the plant-based food industry participants worldwide. The recent growth and demand for plant-based products, including vegan beef, chicken, pork, seafood, milk, eggs, and honey, has been nothing short of astounding. According to the multinational investment bank Barclays, the global sales of alternative meats could reach $140 billion by 2029.
Fake meat is turning into real profit.
The stock market debut for Beyond Meat went beyond.
The hottest IPO of 2019 so far.
It is going to sweep over the world.
Today, I can announce that our government is contributing almost $100 million for the new Merit Functional Foods location in Winnipeg. This facility will be a world leader in plant-based proteins and will create good jobs in a fast-growing field.
Plant-based alternative sales are up 30% year over year, proving that veggie burgers are not just showing up on restaurant menus, consumers are actually ordering them. That's what's trending.
More global food companies are putting money into plant-based meat alternatives. In the last 6 months, nearly €1 billion has been invested to put alternatives on the meat aisle.
In the USA alone, according to wellness data technology company Spins, retail sales data released on April 6, 2021 shows sales of plant-based products increased 43% from 2018 to 2020. During this period, U.S. plant-based food sales grew almost 2.5 times faster than total food sales, soaring to $7 billion in 2020, demonstrating that plant-based is the fastest growing food trend on the planet.
1 billion
Part of the driving force behind this massive growth is not only the rapidly increasing number of vegetarians and vegans globally, but also the much more expansive numbers of so-called flexitarians, people who are cutting down their meat consumption while exploring the possibility of fully adopting the ultimate eco-friendly, healthy, and moral vegan diet. One of the greatest success stories is Beyond Meat, which was recognized as one of the 100 most influential companies of 2021 by Time magazine. The founder and CEO of Beyond Meat, Mr. Ethan Brown, left his lucrative career and started the Beyond Meat company in 2009 with a very loud and clear mission.
We believe there's a better way to feed our future. By shifting from animal to plant-based meat, we can positively impact 4 growing global issues: human health, climate change, constraints on natural resources, and animal welfare.
For 6 years, Beyond Meat conducted intensive research, carefully developing products that have all the sensorial characteristics of what it is replacing, yet completely cruelty-free. Determined to aim at the holy grail items of beef and bacon, Mr. Brown stated that the mainstreaming of our products is incredibly important for the planet. So they targeted the company's sales to meat eaters, insisting that retail outlets place Beyond Meat products in the meat section. And this strategy worked. Research showed that 93% of the people who bought Beyond Meat at Kroger's grocery stores in 2018 were meat buyers. The growth and demand for Beyond Meat has surpassed wildest expectations. According to SPIN's data, Beyond Meat was the #1 selling brand of all refrigerated plant-based meats. By June 2020, the company's products were being sold at approximately 112,000 retail and food service outlets in 85 countries worldwide. And by the end of 2020, the company's US revenues had soared by 63% over the previous year. In February 2021, Beyond Meat announced a partnership with McDonald's to introduce vegan burgers globally and to help McDonald's develop vegan alternatives for its chicken, pork, and egg menu items. Every time we replace animals with plants, we have a win for the earth, the animals, and humans. Ethan Brown explains that because Beyond products use 93% less land to grow, it's also a gain for the farmers.
So if you're a farmer, hypothetically of 100 acres, you can now grow on 7 acres what you used to grow on 100. So you've essentially gained 93 acres now to grow other crops. You can create wealth by doing that.
In 2018, in recognition of its global sustainability efforts, Beyond Meat was the recipient of the Champion of the Earth Award, the United Nations' highest accolade for environmental protection. We will take a moment to savor the idea of a vegan world. We will return after this message. Vegan side effect. Your figure will thank you. Welcome back to our program as we learn about the exciting shift towards a vegan world. A major swing towards plant-based foods occurred during the COVID-19 pandemic. In early 2020, many U.S. slaughterhouse workers became infected with COVID-19, and a number of abattoirs were temporarily or permanently shut down. According to Nielsen research published in the Wall Street Journal, sales of plant-based meats in the USA soared by 264% during the COVID-19 lockdown. More and more grocery stores began offering these products on their shelves and online. For example, in March 2020, Impossible Burgers from Impossible Foods were being sold in only 150 grocery stores nationwide. By the end of the year, they were being sold in 20,000 stores. And it's not just in the United States where huge growth has been seen. Canadian plant-based companies also saw rapid growth in sales. Mitchell Scott, CEO of Canada's The Very Good Food Company, said, "Our e-commerce sales went kind of through the roof during COVID, and then our grocery store retail sales also saw a really strong increase as people are stocking up. They are cooking more at home." The company, whose products include Save the Sea vegan smoked salmon, smoking burgers, and nut-based cheeses, announced plans for a huge scale-up in 2021 as its sales skyrocketed nearly 600% during 2020. Although vegan beef is the most popular, the demand for plant-based chicken is also on the rise. Schouten, plant-based specialist in the Netherlands, estimates that sales of plant-based chicken in the European Union will grow 15.8% annually between 2019 to 2025 and will be worth $5 billion by 2025. Many companies, including Canada's Guardian, South Africa's Fry Family Foods, and the Netherlands' Bivera, as well as many others, produce a wide variety of vegan chicken options. In the UK, this company, started by two former beef burger chain owners, produces several Eden chicken products including barbecue skewers, dark soy and garlic pieces, lemon and herb skewers, and breaded nuggets. Now, that's something to click about. According to Statista, a leading provider of market data, almost 130 million pigs were slaughtered in the US in 2019. However, companies like Hooray Foods hope to change this. Hooray produces a plant-based bacon from rice flour, tapioca starch, liquid smoke, and other seasonings that looks, cooks, tastes, and even sizzles like bacon. Hooray for this company, who also plans to share a portion of its profits with animal sanctuaries, helping them rescue more pigs from factory farms. In Helsinki, Finland, the Gold and Green Company makes a unique meat alternative from a combination of Nordic oats and legumes. Their high-protein products, which include chili ginger, smoked barbecue, and mushroom truffle oat bites and pulled oats, contain no chemical additives and can be used as alternatives to ground meat in any recipe. In addition to the growing number of plant-based companies, many restaurants and fast food outlets are also joining the vegan trend by offering more plant-based options on their menus. One exciting change is at Burger King, a traditionally meat-based fast food chain with more than 11,000 restaurants in 60 countries. In March 2021, Burger King announced that it will be reducing the number of meat items on its menu and replacing them with plant-based options. In addition, for a limited time in June 2021, Burger King is opening a totally plant-based outlets in Cologne, Germany, offering a 100% vegan menu. Now, that's certainly positive news. During our first episode, We had the pleasure of introducing some of the amazing year-on-year growth of the plant-based industry players from the USA, Canada, and Europe. The encouraging news is the vegan trend is also powerfully underway in the Asia-Pacific. In a study conducted in 2020 by IPSOS, a global market research firm, the demand for plant-based meat in China and Thailand is predicted to increase by 200% over the next 5 years, and sales in the Asia-Pacific will reach $1.7 billion. In China, there are several reasons why the demand for alternative meats is soaring. In 2016, the government outlined a plan to cut the country's meat intake by 50% as part of its pledge to reduce carbon emissions. In addition, both the 2018 swine flu and COVID-19 zoonotic originating viruses have awakened many people to the cause and effect of these pandemics, further motivating them to make the choice to change to a vegan diet. In an effort to reduce the huge consumption of pork in China, a Hong Kong-based company called Omni Foods aimed to provide a plant-based alternative, giving birth to Omni Pork. This highly successful product is made from shiitake mushrooms, non-GMO soy, pea protein, and rice. It contains 0% saturated fat or cholesterol and is designed specifically to suit Asian cuisines and culinary practices. Building on their initial creation, they have come up with a whole range of complementary products such as Omni Pork Luncheon, Omni Pork Strip, Omni Pork Buns, Omni Pork Pearl Dumplings, Spicy Thai Basil, Omni Pork with Jasmine Rice, as well as an array of other exciting plant-based meat alternatives. David Young, the founder and CEO of Omni Foods, explains why it is essential for humans to move away from animal products and livestock farming.
As people have time to read more and research more about pandemics, they finally realize that over 75% of infectious disease are transmitted from animals to human beings. Coronavirus is not the first, and sadly, it also won't be the last unless we overhaul our food system.
This isn't just about consumer trends. It's about climate change, the pandemic, swine fever. Governments will have to look at this, not just as consumer choice or a trend, but about sustainability of the planet.
Another pork alternative is from Future Food, a Malaysian-based food technology company founded in 2018. Future Food first offered its products in Singapore and is now expanding to China, Thailand, and the wider Asian market. The company offers numerous popular Asian food items including vegan samosas, spring rolls, curry puffs, dumplings, siu mai, steamed buns, paratha with curry, Chinese 5-spice meat roll, as well as its flagship product, vegan minced ground pork. Heading to Japan, the Diaz company has developed a remarkable new product called Miracle Meat, made from sprouted soybeans. Sprouting the soybeans increases the bioavailability of amino acids, vitamins, and minerals, making Miracle Meat highly nutritious. Also, by precisely altering the germination conditions, the sprouted beans can create both the texture and taste of pork, fish, or beef. For these brilliant innovations, the Diaz company was awarded Asia's Plant Protein Award in 2020. Across the Straits to Korea, one of the leading plant-based meat companies is The Queen. This unique company produces only meat, a product made from upcycled grains, oats, and nuts that would typically be unsellable due to their blemished appearance. Unli meat mimics the more structured cuts of meat, such as sliced beef, making it ideal for Korean barbecues, sandwiches, or wraps. While already reaching recognition in its home country, this new product is about to step into the international market and expectations are high. We wish you great success and Unli Meat. We'll take a moment to thank heaven for the many companies developing delicious, nutritious meat alternatives for the good of all. We will be back shortly. Please stay tuned to Supreme Master Television.
Just like a burger.
Vegan side effect. Your doctor visit will be less than before.
Welcome back to our program. In March 2021, Seaspiracy was released on Netflix and within weeks became one of the top 10 watched films. This revealing documentary clearly illustrates the environmental damage, unsustainability, and immense cruelty of the fishing industry. The film has had a powerful effect on viewers, and many people after watching Seaspiracy said they would no longer eat fish. Fortunately, there are several alternative plant-based companies who offer healthier, more sustainable options. The acclaimed United Kingdom-based company Good Catch carries everything from plant-based fish cakes and burgers to crab cakes, as well as its most widely known product, vegan tuna. United States company New Wave Foods is releasing a delicious vegan shrimp flavored with algae that perfectly mimics the distinct texture and taste of cooked shrimp. And if you crave something very sophisticated, Danish inventor Jens Smoller created Caviar, a vegan caviar that is saving fish eggs around the world. In Asia, Omni Foods, who we mentioned earlier, just debuted their Omni Seafood series in June 2021, providing much-needed support to save our precious ocean and sea lives. Further great news is that this phenomenal growth and expansion of plant-based food alternatives had pushed the major meat companies to start investing in their own plant-based products. Tyson Foods, one of the world's largest poultry, beef, and pork producers, has introduced its own plant-based range under the brand name Raised and Rooted, offering vegan hamburgers, bratwurst, Italian sausages, chickenless nuggets, and ground round. Similarly, Smithfield Foods, the world's largest pork processor, entered the plant-based market, offering plant-based burgers, meatballs, and sausages. And Nestle, the world's largest food company, now offers many types of alternative meats, while also rolling out a new line of vegan chocolate bars. It looks like the message is being heard loud and clear. We will no longer stand for the cruelty to our animal brethren. We, the people, demand a vegan world. Other than meat alternatives, egg and dairy replacements are becoming widespread. The traditional vegan companies in this field, such as Just Egg, Follow Your Heart, and the Veg Scramble, produce plant-based egg alternatives that can be used for baking cookies and cakes, or even for making fluffy scrambled eggs, omelets, and quiches. New companies, such as Singapore's Awesome Food, recently released the world's first vegan hard-boiled egg made from fermented fungi. While animal eggs are high in cholesterol and a dangerous source of salmonella, vegan eggs are free from both these health threats. With widespread lactose intolerance and a greater awareness about the immense cruelty of the dairy industry, the demand for vegan dairy alternatives is on the rise. According to the SPIN's retail sales data, sales of plant-based milks in the US increased by 20% in 2020. Talking about a phenomenon, in February 2021, the world's largest producer of oat milk, Swedish company Oatly, aired a catchy 30-second advertisement during the American Super Bowl, reaching nearly 100 million viewers.
Wow, wow, no cow, no, wow, wow, no cow, no, wow.
We totally agree, Oatly. It's a great idea to have milk with no cow. We are also pleased to share that there are even vegan alternatives to honey, in which no bees are harmed. Two American-born startups, the Vegan Honey Company, who combine plants, fruits, and roots to produce honey alternatives, and Blend It Up, who combine apple juice concentrate and vegan cane sugar to make a sweet syrup, are both perfect for dunking plant-based chicken nuggets or any other honey replacements, such as herbal teas and vegan desserts. Stay tuned for more about these sweet companies in upcoming programs. Our beloved Supreme Master Qinghai tirelessly reminds us that first and foremost, we should adopt a vegan lifestyle. Then everything good will naturally develop from there.
然后我们自己因为吃素了以后，那个积分会改变，改变了以后，大家会更聪明我们会发明很多那个器具我很多科技会更发达，我们不能想象那个时候更富有更舒服，生活更进步。
Our deepest gratitude to Supreme Master Qinghai. May her words inspire a quick transition to an all-vegan world. We would also like to express our utmost gratitude and encouragement to all entrepreneurs and companies who create the most amazing, tasty vegan alternatives, making it easier for the world to embrace this compassionate lifestyle. May God bless you all. Precious viewers, thank you for joining us today. Through the grace of the divine, may we deeply understand the intelligence and kindness of our animal co-inhabitants. Vegan side effect: become saintly overnight.
Our programs offer many languages. Please visit suprememastertv.com/schedule and suprememastertv.com/VEG.
Nos programmes offrent plusieurs langues. Veuillez visiter suprememastertv.com/schedule et suprememastertv.com/VEG.
Nuestros programas ofrecen varios idiomas. Visiten suprememastertv.com/schedule y suprememastertv.com/VEG.
Műsoraink sok nyelvet tartalmaznak. Kérjük, tekintse meg itt suprememastertv.com/schedule és suprememastertv.com/VEG.